Basically a duo. They were Marc Bolan and Steve Took, and Tyrannosaurus Rex was a folk duo, if you like.
Well, Tyrannosaurus Rex had a great cult following. They really did very, very well on the university circuit and at festivals. People either loved it or hated it. They couldn't understand Marc's vocal style. He had this very high-pitched, whinnying, sort of bleating vocals, which turned some people off, but others got into it.
I mean, I quite like the idea of the folky thing. There he was sitting cross-legged and strumming his guitar and singing these very sort of very pleasant ditties. I mean, they were very sort of catchy, easy, and slightly cosmic.
Tyrannosaurus Rex had done 3 albums, which, had not really done much, to be quite honest, as far as sales were concerned, but showed us the creative output of Mr. Bolan's mind.
He was very poetic, and also, the lyrics of the music, I think he was very, innovative, but then also was very basic and vague in a sense, but there was probably a lot more meaning there. But I think where he found his, it was like the sensuality of the expression of the words.
Church girl at the marshes, a kiss is a whip of the moon. Dawn's dance is a dancing to the hum of a sunny June. Oh, elemental child. Oh, yeah, elemental child.
I asked him if I could produce his records. I told him I was a record producer and I worked for Denny Cordell. And he said, well, you're the 7th or 8th record producer who came this week to see us. I don't know who I'm going to go with, but John Lennon was here last night, and I'll probably go with him. And I went, oh, okay, and I believed him. I turned around dejected, and he said, wait a minute, can I have your phone number?
You look like a zebra, your sunken face is like a galleon, caught with mysteries of the Spanish main, oh Deborah.
I went to work the next day. I got there for about 10 a.m. and I told my boss that I saw this fantastic group. I described them in detail, and he put his arms behind his head and he was listening pensively, and the phone rang, and it was about 10:30 by this time, and it was Marc Bolan phoning from the street. And he said, Steve and I just happened to be in the neighborhood. Could we come up and audition for Denny Cordell? They came into the office with this carpet rolled up with some string around it, an acoustic guitar with no case, and it had no G-string peg either. I mean, they were really, ragamuffins, these two.